Hey, I promised I was going to go live and talk about this. So this came up with a client of mine, and I just felt compelled to share because it's such a journey I think we all experience. And it was just really asking her about, what does she really want? And what she said was so meaningful. It was like, I just want to go back to feeling healthy and in control and trusting my body again. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel validated. I want to feel like people listen to me, like I can trust myself, I can trust my body. And all that kept coming up for her was like, right now, I feel like I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I feel lost. And of course that I don't know is coming up because she doesn't trust herself, right? So it's all interrelated. And here's the thing I wanted to share was more about the process of just even getting her in a place where she can start to recognize her past patterning, like why she doesn't believe she's enough and therefore doesn't trust herself. So it comes back to her self-worth. But what were those past programs and patterns and old stories that kept her stuck in believing this and now makes her feel paralyzed even in her own body because she just doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to eat. She doesn't know how to navigate around her sleep, and she's constantly questioning herself and going on Google and researching and trying to do all these things and find all these plans because she's looking on the outside, right? So we're going inside. But what I want to share with you is this. First, before we can go inside, do that internal work and dig up those blocks and really recognize those triggers for what they are, where they're coming from, and then dissolve them. We want to prime your physiology. And it's a hormonal thing. It is a hormonal thing. So I basically go through 4 things. 4, I hate to call them steps because they're not. It's just like being in touch with what your body needs to start to clear your cells out. And that's what I mean when I say prime your physiology. Let's get the cells into a state of being open to receiving, right? They all have receptor sites, and we want to open them up to receiving what we're trying to do, which is get inside and unstick that stuck, stagnant energy. So we want to get it flowing. First thing, sun gaze. It's like the easiest thing in the world to do. I tell all my clients to do it. If you're going through this process, it's sitting outside, like right now, and in the early morning hours of the sun or late in the evening when the sun is setting. Just allow your eyes to actually look into the sun where you won't feel, the powerful rays. You're not going to get any of the harmful rays. And literally, when you do that, you feel harmonious. You can feel, I always equate it to like when Superman stands in front of the sun after he's been exposed to kryptonite, and you can see it rebuilding him, re-energizing him, or the sun is like plugging your phone in, and just that recharge, that little lightning bolt on your phone is there, and you see the battery percentage going up. Imagine that is happening on a cellular level in your body. You're depleted, you feel it, you feel tight, you feel contracted, you feel restricted. Boom. We've got this freaking glorious sun. Get in it, stand in it, bask in it. It's 30 seconds and you can start to feel that battery percentage go right up. Number 2, grounding. I love this technique so much. And it's a way to balance your cortisol, and it's super easy to do, and especially in the summer months. And here's the thing, we talk a lot about cortisol levels, we talk about eating a lot of antioxidant rich foods, and that's all, the buzz everywhere. Unfortunately, a lot of the antioxidants that are in our foods get destroyed in the way that we process and treat those foods. So another way you can get a great dose of antioxidants is from freaking Mother Earth. Hello. And that's what grounding is. So one of the best ways to do it in the summer months is sitting at the beach and putting your feet in the sand. You go to the beach and you always feel super calm, super relaxed. And you're like, what is that? What is it about the beach that's super calm, super relaxing? Well, guess what? You probably know this, but the earth has a magnetic force, right? There's a magnetic pull on the earth, which means that electrons are transferred there, which also means that's the freaking magic. Our superconductive bodies simply have to touch the earth. And like I said, we're talking like feet in the sand, or you could put your hands on a tree if you want. And you get a full shot of antioxidants through electron transfer. So that's grounding. Easy, you can do it anytime. The next thing I have my clients do is something called the space button. And it's a Qigong breathing technique. And again, super easy. The purpose of this breathing practice that I invite you to try is so that you can feel inspired. And it's intended to deepen your intentions and your concentration. I believe, and I've been practicing space buttons for a long time, that it allows your cells to be intentional. What do I mean by that? I mean, it allows you to absorb more nutrients, to secrete the right hormones during your workout, right? To move more fluids for quick restoration throughout the day. It's pure flow. And that is how I feel about the space button. So it's super easy to do, right? You don't need anything. You do it anytime. So what you want to do is you're going to place one hand kind of right below your nose, and the other hand is going to go right on the small of your back. And as you breathe in, as you inhale, you're going to focus on something in front of you that's very close. So you're breathing in, focusing on something right in front of you. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your attention outward and focus your eyes on something distant. Breathe in, close, exhale, far away. You can do that 3 times and then maybe switch. And so you're placing your hands kind of on your central and governing meridian lines. And again, it's just bringing that intentionality, that concentration into your cells, which is what we want, right? We're balancing out, we're harmonizing your endocrine function, the way your hormones are being secreted, which is going to bring you into a state of more calm. And that's the point. And the last thing, I know a lot of you gals are going to totally love this, is a little Qi Flow food. And I'm a big advocate of a small piece of dark chocolate, good quality. And when I say good quality, I mean get the good shit. Get the good shit. 70% cacao or higher. Get the fancy stuff, splurge on it. You're not going to eat a lot of it, but dark chocolate. Let me just break down the science, okay? I just got to be scientific here for a second. It's been shown in so many studies to reduce, like in the studies we see with these subjects, it reduces the urinary excretion of the stress hormone cortisol and other catecholamines that partially normalize stress-related differences in energy metabolism. So what do I mean by that? It's basically like it can make you feel good. That's the bottom line. It can make you feel good. It can make you feel calmer. And again, tying this into the movement of our Qi energy. And if you work with me at all in any capacity, you know that that is really the foundation and body of my work, is that I really start with identifying and understanding your Qi force, your life force, your intentional energy. And that is how we prime your physiology to then go in and start to recognize maybe some of those old past stories that keep you stuck where you are and not manifesting the exquisite health, rockin' body, freedom, and just epic life that you totally deserve. And I'm psyched for you to have that freedom. So I wanted to share those 4 things with you that just came through, and I just felt like, I'm working with this client, I wanted to reach out and share it with as many people as I can. Boom. If you want more information, comment below. I'm happy to go into any of those things with you. Much love. Peace out.